Hello Dub Nation, it's always a thrill to connect with you, especially as we're about to reveal the latest news that could shape the fate of our beloved Golden State Warriors. But before we dive into this whirlwind of information, let me make a friendly request. Show us some love by clicking the like button to strengthen our bond, and hey, if you are not subscribed yet, join our channel for a thrilling and emotional journey. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay ahead of the game.
Did you get a chance to see him at all?
Yeah, I saw him at halftime and checked in on him. Such a bummer, just coming back. Finding his rhythm, playing well. So hopefully it's nothing too serious.
What did you like the most about his performance?
I like the start of the game. We've been talking about getting off to better starts, and we got off to a great start. The offense was pretty crisp, and guys did a good job defensively. They missed some shots early that it's kind of the nature of the modern NBA game. Shots go in, shots don't, and we were due for a night like this to make some threes, and we haven't shot it well recently. So really good start, and that set the tone for the whole night.
Haven't had a wire-to-wire kind of dominant win like this in a while. Is this kind of game that develops some confidence knowing the stretch you guys are going into? Yeah,
and everybody feels good, and you get a night where nobody plays more than 25, 26 minutes. That's very helpful. Big game coming against Memphis, so we'll be well rested and in rhythm for that. And so big stretch coming.
Did you watch any of the Lakers-Memphis last night?
I did not.
Given that, like you said, big stretch, but all these games are meaningful, but games where you're playing teams directly in front of you, how consequential are those at this time of year?
Yeah, I mean, if we can beat Memphis, we get the tiebreaker over them. That's huge. We're right there with the Clippers, and Lakers are only a couple ahead. We got them after, so it's quite a race going down the stretch. And we have a difficult schedule. Our last 8 games are pretty tough, so we're going to have to continue to play well. But tonight was a really good effort, and it's good momentum builder.
If Jonathan does have to miss time, we presume that would mean more minutes for Guy, like we saw it.
Yeah.
Just how steady has he been these last couple months?
Guy's our highest plus-minus guy on the year, and obviously he doesn't play a ton, but he plays a really important role. He comes in and he gets offensive boards, and he moves the ball, and he plays with great energy. He's a difference maker, and so I feel great about playing Guy if he has to play more with JK's absence, and he'll be ready to go.
Games like this can offer opportunities for your bench. What did you see from your bench tonight that impressed you?
Just a lot of solid play, a lot of good connection. Nobody, really had a monster game. Buddy had a big second half, but it was more just the overall team effort. 42 assists, 13 turnovers. Those are great numbers, and that's just everybody coming in off the bench and playing solidly.
You've had a relationship with Coach Pop. You've been able to see his mentorship up close, and now that his future is uncertain, have you been able to speak to him or have any conversations with him?
Yeah, we've stayed in touch. I went and saw him today, and he looks great, doing great, and he's one of the most important people in my life. So hoping that everything continues to progress, and but it was wonderful to see him.
Warriors list Jonathan Kuminga as questionable for key matchup against Grizzlies. The Golden State Warriors have listed young forward Jonathan Kuminga as questionable for Tuesday night's pivotal game against the Memphis Grizzlies. After appearing to tweak his left ankle during Sunday's victory over the Spurs, Kuminga is now dealing with a right pelvic contusion. While there's a chance he may not suit up on Tuesday, fans are hopeful for a quick return, especially since he's been careful to avoid any further ankle issues that sidelined him for 2 months earlier this season. Kuminga is still finding his place in the Warriors' rotation following some major roster changes. He was a key part of Golden State's plans when the team struggled early in the season, and he was putting up impressive numbers before his ankle injury in January. Now the Warriors are focused on their championship aspirations, and they need Kuminga to step up as a vital contributor. This season, Kuminga has averaged 16.0 points and 4.6 rebounds per game, shooting over 50.4% from two-point range and 31.9% from beyond the arc. With the Warriors in need of reliable scorers and defenders, Kuminga has the potential to make a significant impact on both ends of the court. The big question is whether he can consistently meet the high standards set by head coach Steve Kerr. As the Warriors gear up for this crucial game, Kuminga's presence could be a game-changer, and fans are eagerly awaiting any updates on his status. As the Warriors prepare to face the Grizzlies, the significance of Kuminga's potential return cannot be overstated. With both teams vying for playoff positioning in a tightly contested Western Conference, every game is crucial. The Grizzlies, currently fighting for home court advantage, will be a formidable opponent, and having Kuminga on the court could tilt the balance in Golden State's favor. His versatility and athleticism allow him to guard multiple positions, which is essential against a dynamic team like Memphis, led by stars such as Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. Kuminga's ability to disrupt their offensive flow could be a game-changer. Additionally, his scoring threat adds depth to the Warriors' lineup, providing much-needed support to Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Head coach Steve Kerr has been vocal about the need for players to step up, especially with the playoffs approaching. "Every game counts now," Kerr stated. "We need all hands on deck, and Jonathan's energy and skill set can really boost our chances. We're optimistic he can contribute, but we also want to be cautious with his health." The Warriors' medical staff is working closely with Kuminga to monitor his recovery, emphasizing the importance of not rushing back too soon. They understand that the long-term health of their young star is critical for a deep playoff run. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how he fits into the team's evolving chemistry, especially after recent trades that have reshaped the roster. If Kuminga can return to form quickly, it not only strengthens the Warriors' playoff ambitions, but also sets him up for a key role in the future. As he gains more experience alongside seasoned veterans, his development will be vital for the team's longevity and success in the coming seasons. With the game against the Grizzlies looming, all eyes will be on Kuminga and the Warriors. Will he take the court and make an immediate impact? As the tension builds, the Warriors' quest for a championship continues, and Kuminga's contributions may be more essential than ever. Harrison Barnes, still working hard in his post-Warriors career. Harrison Barnes, affectionately known as HB, has had a fascinating career arc, one that deserves a closer look. Once a cornerstone of the Golden State Warriors during their early championship years, Barnes has transitioned into a supporting role with the San Antonio Spurs, and his journey is a testament to resilience and growth. Barnes began his NBA career with promise, averaging around 10 points per game from 2012 to 2016, contributing significantly to the Warriors' initial dynasty. His scoring surged to nearly 19 points per game during his time with the Dallas Mavericks, followed by a stint in Sacramento. Now he finds himself in San Antonio, where in a recent matchup against his former team, he struggled, posting just 9 points on 3 of 11 shooting in a heavy 148-106 loss. This performance starkly contrasts with his glory days in Golden State. The complicated relationship between Barnes and Warriors fans is encapsulated perfectly in my article discussing his missed potential game winner against the Warriors in 2023. Once a bright young star in the championship core, Barnes became the scapegoat for the 2016 Finals collapse after his shots went cold when it mattered most. There's something almost poetic about him missing that crucial shot against the team that replaced him with Kevin Durant after he declined their contract offer. The Warriors not only moved on from Barnes but also systematically improved their roster, transitioning through various championship eras while HB bounced around from Dallas to Sacramento and now San Antonio. The seismic shift began when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, transforming them from a strong team into an unstoppable force, resulting in 2 immediate championships and 3 consecutive finals appearances. Meanwhile, Barnes watched from afar as Durant shone during those finals, a stark reminder of his own struggles during the 2016 series against Cleveland, where he averaged just 15.6% in the final 3 games of a historic comeback. When Durant left for Brooklyn, the dynasty seemed to be fading, but in came Andrew Wiggins, once seen as a disappointment, who became an all-star and defensive specialist, helping the Warriors secure the 2022 championship. It's a narrative Barnes must look at with mixed emotions, wishing his name could be on more than one ring. Now Jimmy Butler occupies the forward position that Barnes once held, bringing his playoff Jimmy persona to a Spurs team that continues to compete fiercely, even as they fell to the Warriors in their recent matchup. Despite everything, the Warriors have mastered the art of reloading rather than rebuilding. With 4 championships and 6 finals appearances since Barnes' departure, they've proven their ability to evolve from being good to striving for greatness. Barnes may feel the lingering shadow of the 2016 finals, but now he's just another veteran on a rebuilding Spurs team, facing his old squad as they continue to thrive. The Black Falcon is still flying, albeit at a much lower altitude than during those golden days in the Bay Area. Yet, I will always cherish him for helping to lay the foundation of that dynasty, and for being a vital part of a successful duo alongside Steph Curry and Andre Iguodala. As Harrison Barnes navigates this new chapter with the Spurs, his experience is invaluable for the younger players around him. Despite the challenges, he remains a source of wisdom and stability in a team that's still finding its identity. The contrast between his past glory and the current rebuilding phase is stark, yet it provides a unique perspective for players like Victor Wembanyama, who are just beginning their journeys in the league. Barnes has consistently emphasized the importance of mentorship, noting how crucial it is for veteran players to share their knowledge with the next generation. It's not just about playing the game, it's about helping others grow and understand what it takes to succeed at this level, he said after a recent practice. His commitment to this role showcases his character and determination to leave a positive mark, even as he faces his own setbacks. The Spurs management recognizes the value Barnes brings, not only on the court but in the locker room. His presence has been particularly beneficial in fostering a competitive culture among the younger roster. As they look to develop a cohesive unit, Barnes's insights from his championship days with the Warriors serve as a guiding light. Meanwhile, the Warriors continue to thrive, maintaining their status as contenders in the Western Conference. Their ability to adapt and integrate new talents like Jonathan Kuminga has kept them competitive, demonstrating a strategic foresight that Barnes once benefited from. The juxtaposition of Barnes's trajectory with the Warriors' ongoing success only adds to the narrative of his career. As the playoffs approach, both teams will be watching each other closely. For the Warriors, maintaining their championship pedigree is essential, while for the Spurs, every game is a step toward establishing a new foundation. Barnes's journey serves as a reminder that the NBA landscape is ever-changing, and resilience is key. While the memories of the 2016 finals loom large, Barnes has the opportunity to carve out a new legacy. With each game, he is not just playing for himself, but for a new generation of players who can learn from his journey. As he continues to push forward, the hope is that he will find joy in the game once again and contribute meaningfully to a team that's eager to rise from the ashes. Ultimately, whether Barnes will find himself back in the spotlight remains to be seen, but his story is far from over. His determination, experience, and leadership could play a pivotal role as the Spurs look to turn the corner and as Barnes strives to reclaim his place among the league's notable players. Podziemski's debut shines bright against the Spurs. Brandon Podziemski is sparking fresh playoff hopes for Dub Nation, and what a debut it was. Just when it seemed like the Warriors' dynasty might be fading after Klay Thompson's departure to Dallas, Podziemski burst onto the scene, lighting up the scoreboard and leaving the Spurs questioning their life choices. On Sunday night in Texas, Podziemski officially introduced himself to the basketball world, joining the ranks of elite shooters for the Warriors. The 22-year-old from Wisconsin channeled his inner Steph Curry so flawlessly that he etched his name right below the GOAT in the franchise's history, becoming the second youngest Warrior to sink 7 three-pointers in a single game. Only Curry himself achieved this feat at a younger age back in 2010, a lifetime ago in NBA terms. Let's be real, this wasn't just a win. It was a ritual sacrifice of 148-106 that sent Spurs fans scrambling to StubHub for tickets to the next Magic game by halftime. Podziemski dropped 27 points with the effortless confidence of a seasoned pro, not a kid barely old enough to rent a car without extra fees. What's truly frightening for the rest of the league is that this isn't just a fluke performance. Podziemski is steadily evolving into precisely what the Warriors need after their roster shakeup. A legitimate third scoring option who plays with the fearless enthusiasm of youth and the savvy of a veteran. His impressive second-year jump makes the departures of Thompson, Poole, and Paul feel less like devastating losses and more like a transformative evolution for the team. With only 8 games left in the regular season, the Warriors now hold a 1-game lead over the Clippers for the 6th seed. While many pessimists were quick to write the Warriors off after Klay's exit, Podziemski is quietly helping to reshape this team into a playoff wildcard that no one wants to face. Remember when Jordan Poole used to deliver performances like this before heading to basketball purgatory in Washington? Podziemski is steadily making his mark. With Curry still doing his magical things, Draymond being his usual impactful self, and now Podziemski emerging as a certified scoring threat, these Warriors might just have enough firepower to remind the Western Conference that the rumors of their demise have been greatly exaggerated. And let's not forget, we haven't even seen playoff Jimmy Butler yet. Just ask the Spurs, who are still trying to figure out what hit them. The answer? A 22-year-old sophomore who plays like he invented the game itself. As Podziemski's star continues to rise, the implications of his performance extend beyond just one game. His emergence has revitalized the Warriors' offense, injecting a much-needed energy that the team has been craving since the roster changes. With each game, he not only showcases his shooting prowess but also his ability to read defenses and find open teammates, making him an invaluable asset as they approach the postseason. Head coach Steve Kerr has been vocal about his excitement for Podziemski's potential. "He's got that killer instinct," Kerr said after the game against the Spurs. "We knew he had talent, but seeing him execute under pressure is a different level. He's not just a shooter, he can create his own shot and make plays for others." Moreover, Podziemski's ability to adapt and thrive in high-pressure situations is reminiscent of the Warriors' championship pedigree. As the playoffs loom closer, his contributions could be pivotal in determining the team's success. With Curry and Draymond leading the way, the inclusion of a dynamic scorer like Podziemski could transform the Warriors into a formidable playoff contender, capable of challenging any team in the Western Conference. The ripple effects of Podziemski's performance are already being felt throughout the league. Opposing teams are now forced to adjust their defensive strategies to account for his shooting ability, creating more opportunities for his teammates. This newfound depth could be the X factor that the Warriors have been missing, allowing them to shift the narrative from being seen as a fading dynasty to reclaiming their status as a championship contender. As the Warriors prepare for their upcoming games, the atmosphere around the team has shifted from uncertainty to optimism. Fans are buzzing about the possibilities, and social media is filled with highlights and discussions about Podziemski's impact. The narrative has evolved from worry about the team's future to excitement about the potential of this young talent. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on Podziemski and how he continues to develop alongside veterans like Curry and Green. If he can maintain this momentum, the Warriors could very well surprise everyone in the playoffs, proving that even amidst roster changes, their championship spirit remains alive and well. As the final stretch of the regular season unfolds, Podziemski's journey is just beginning. For Dub Nation, the hope is that this young star will not only light up the court but also lead the Warriors back to the promised land, reigniting the fire of a dynasty that many thought had dimmed.